Hello everyone. So in this tutorial we will learn how to install Simplelink VPN in an OpenWRT router. So we will be following the official Simplelink tutorial for this. So first of all, make sure you can connect to your router by accessing the web interface for the OpenWRT. So after that, we will be doing a lot of work through the command line through SSH. So please connect through SSH. And then the first thing we are gonna do is update all the packages inside the system, and then install a couple of utilities. Then after that, we will search for the CPU architecture of the router we are using. So we'll use the command uname -a, which says as the one of the last parameters as the CPU architecture to use. So in this case, I'm using OpenWRT in a virtual machine. So my architecture is x86-64, but the normal architecture to use should be some of ARM. So following the table, I choose the correct link to download. I copy the link and I compose a wget command with this. So wget space the link you copied from GitHub and press enter. So after that, we're gonna install the Clash package that we just downloaded into the router, and it should be installed. So this time we are installing a graphical interface to manage our Clash connections through the web interface of our router. The same way, I mean, downloading first the IPK extension to the router and then installing it. Then we're gonna create this little folder that is needed in order to make the extension work. Just a little bug of the extension because it should be created at install time, but it doesn't. So then we reboot the router, wait for a little bit, and reconnect to it. And it should have a new menu item that is called services and then simple class beneath them. Okay, if we access the graphical interface of the router right now, we can see that we have the services tab on the top menu, and we have the simple class item beneath. So we can see here the status of class. We're gonna configure the simple profile at the bottom interface. So we delete the default profile that is created, and we will add the Simplelink profile by clicking on the Add New Profile button, selecting the URL type, and copying the class subscription URL from the Simplelink user center. So for that, we access the user center with our credentials, and we scroll to the bottom to the class subscribe button, and we copy the URL. So we pasted the URL in the corresponding box, and we set a friendly name for that profile, for example, Simplelink. We create the profile, and it's very important to hit save and apply as often as we want, because it's gonna enable all the functionality. Now we need to update our profile, which means the router is gonna download all the proxies and configurations from Simplelink. And once it's done, it's gonna record the date and the time it did it. So just be sure to select the correct profile in the combo box and check the enabled checkbox before hitting again save and apply on the bottom page to start up the class process in the router, and we're gonna then check for the IP. So we're gonna check for the IP, and we can see we are connected to the Hong Kong proxy correctly. So the Clash VPN is working. We'll try to install an additional Clash dashboard for managing the different proxies, and this is gonna enable us to change the outgoing proxy. So first we have to switch off the VPN because we don't have very well internet access with the proxies enabled, especially as a low-powered device. So once the VPN is switched off, we can resume the installation procedure of the Clash dashboard. And then we install it as the previous packages. So this should enable an additional button at the Simple Clash web interface that enable us to manage the outgoing proxies. So we have to remove the S from HTTPS because for some reason OpenWRT forces us to use a secure connection to the dashboard, which doesn't work at all. So we test the IP again with the proxy with the Clash enabled, and we see we are again on the Hong Kong default proxy. But if we change this to the Spanish proxy, for example, and we do the IP test again, we see that we are connected to Spain.